All right, so welcome to Physics 101 for fall, 2014. At the beginning of every semester, I just like to do a little introduction of myself, and I'll be asking you to do a similar thing later. I'll send an email out about it. But right now, just a little bit about my summer. I always like to give a recap of my summer. And so let's see, the summer started in May, and I'm working on a Master of Divinity at New Orleans Seminary, the Baptist Seminary in New Orleans. And during May, I took a course called Biblical Hermeneutics, which is just a fancy way of saying interpretation. So hermeneutics is the way that we understand things. And when we talk about biblical hermeneutics, is how we read and understand the Bible. So I spent about a week or several weeks working on that course in May, right after our classes ended here. And then pretty quickly after that, my wife and family and I and mother-in-law, we went to this conference in Flagstaff, Arizona. I study low mass star formation, which is the how stars like our sun or smaller than our sun form. And we attended this conference in Flagstaff where we spent a week. It's called Cool Stars 18 because low mass stars tend to be cool, and it was the 18th conference of this sort. We stayed in Flagstaff for a week. We rented a house up in the mountains, stayed there. My mother-in-law was there as well. Let's see, this was a museum at the observatory there in Flagstaff. This was out near Sedona. My kids piled these rocks. I don't know, somehow that was interesting. It was kind of fun, actually. Went geocaching. That's one of the things we like to do. And then we took a big trip sort of through the Southwest, up through Arizona, Utah, Nevada. We went to Las Vegas. This was my little girl's favorite, the Eiffel Tower. My boy and my girl both liked M&M World. We went to Hoover Dam on the way to Las Vegas. This is Zion National Park, which is an absolutely amazing park. I could have spent 4 weeks there easily, but we just spent a few days there at Zion National Park. We rented an RV actually, so all this we were driving through the Southwest in an RV, which was a lot of fun. And let's see, this was at Antelope Canyon, which is near Page, Arizona. Really beautiful canyon. It's been carved out by flash floods over thousands of years, and you drop down about 100 feet into this canyon, and then you meander along for about a half mile in this little slot canyon. It was pretty cool. Let's see, we went to the Grand Canyon, of course, because you have to go to the Grand Canyon. We went to Lake Powell, which is a very large lake where they dammed up the Colorado River in Page, Arizona. I spent a day kayaking out there, just sort of having fun on the lake. This was the Petrified Forest, or the Painted Desert. They're right there together. We went to Meteor Crater. This was one of the test capsules, I guess, for landing on the moon. We went on Route 66, which was a big deal for my little boy. We ate at this Route 66 diner, which is what you got to do, I think. Let's see, this is at the Petrified Forest. You see all in the background here. It's petrified wood. This is my wife. Many of you will have her, by the way, if you're in the lab. She teaches most of the sections of the lab, or you might have had her for astronomy, too. We're both astronomers. We both study star formation. Let's see, in June, actually this was July, we got back. Oh, these are all for my boy's birthday party. So he had his birthday on our trip, but then we had this belated birthday party. And we sort of did this scavenger hunt thing, which was a lot of fun, where we would get in the car and give him an envelope, him and his buddy, this is his friend Benjamin, and they had to figure out where the next event was. So like, for example, we went to the library, they had a cool exhibit on Disney World, and what was the other, like a paper plant or something, which they really liked. Boys, just they like, I don't know, strange things. We went to Bing Cherry and got yogurt. We went to the swimming pool. We went to Dollar Tree, and they got $3 each, so they got to buy 3 things at Dollar Tree, which was a lot of fun. And then we went out to eat at Santa Fe. Let's see, just recently we went to the NASA Space Center, the John C. Stennis Space Center up in southern Mississippi near Waveland. Saw some of their rocket testing facilities. We built a climbing wall on our treehouse just like last week, basically, which has been a lot of fun. And I think my little girl and I made these shirts. My wife was working, my son was at camp, and we made these shirts out of bleach splatter. So you put a stencil over the shirt. See, my boy did a knight. He's into chess. My little girl did a bunny, and I did like a rising sun. And so that was our summer, and then we're back here. So it's been, for me, a really busy summer. We spent a lot of time traveling, probably a month or more of that time traveling. But I'm excited to get back into this class. And in the next video, we'll go over more about the actual what to expect for the class and how you'll be assessed and what sorts of assignments you'll be expected to do. But that's just a little introduction about myself. and I'll sign off for now.